right, hello everybody. This is Kerbal Commander Andy, and I am back. It's been a while since it's been a while since I recorded. I think I posted an episode last week, but it has been a while since I recorded. I was on vacation for a little bit, and when I got back, I just kind of wanted to get some basic stuff done. So it's been a while since I've actually played the game. Since I have played, they have released 0.19. Which had a few changes, one of them being it actually has re-entry effects at this point, so you see things like kind of burning up. It doesn't actually affect the ships right now, I don't think, but just to remind everybody, I do have an orbiter around Minmus, and I also have an orbiter around the Mun. The orbiter around the Mun has a Kerbal. It, in fact, has Jeb in there, who is my main rival. So if we find the pod where he is, that's a fuel tank. That's not what I'm looking for. I'm looking for this. Where's the crew hatch? There it is. Jebediah Kerman is in there. There's also a pod up here that we could use to get him home if we need to. If we need to. So let's go back to the Space Center. The reason I haven't played this in a bit is because these missions take a lot of time to kind of develop and work on, and I haven't had the time to really sit down and like really make this happen. And so what I'm going to do today is I'm just going to mess around a little bit. I'm going to take our last successful Kerbinus pod, which was Kerbinus 3 Minmus, and we're going to try to take it to one of the inner planets. I talked about going to Duna, but I've been to Duna before in a previous version of the game. What I want to do is I want to take this part, this crew part. I'm not going to take a crew part up there. I'm just going to take a satellite up there. So what I'm going to do is I want to pull this off, and then I do want those guys, but I'll bring them back. So how heavy is that? That is total mass of 4.5. How heavy is the crew pod? The crew pod is 2.5. So I'm adding some weight. That's okay. We'll deal with that, and then I'll add back these guys. Let me just put on as many as I can reasonably fit on there. There we go. So I'm going to try to take this up to one of the inner planets. I'm not sure. In fact, I've never been to either of them. I don't even know what they're called. I don't know how much fuel I'll need. I don't know how. I don't know anything about it. So you guys are going to watch me attempt this. All right. So had a crash there. All right, so we're going to go ahead and give this a shot. I've got about half an hour to kill. I do not know how well this will work. Let's rename this guy Kerbinus 3 Explorer. Because he's just exploring, I don't really know what good he's going to do. Because I don't have a crew pod on there, so really this is just kind of a refueling station of some kind. Some other things they added in 0.19. I know they added rover wheels. Where are those? There they are. So I don't know exactly how to use those yet, but hopefully I can figure that out and see how all those work. But yeah, those are huge. Good lord. There's tiny ones too. I guess these are mediums? Yep, mediums. Figured it out. Okay, let's go ahead and launch. The other thing they got rid of was the launch tower there, as you can see. So that's an interesting view. Also, it looks like it's keeping track of stuff on the launch pad, soot and whatever. All right, so I do not have any idea how this is going to go, but we're going to give it a shot. So, no Kerbals on board. We're running this all on instruments. And I think everything should be good here. I think this is all right. Yeah. All right. I'm pretty sure this is all going to work. pretty sure. So let's give it a shot. 3, 2, 1, launch. I'm also recording live commentary today. I don't normally do that because it distracts me from playing the game, but we're going to give it a shot today. Once we get up to about 100 meters a second, I'm going to turn just a little bit, just enough to kind of get me off a straight up and down axis. I'm pretty stable so far, which I'm happy with. Okay. We're starting to overheat a little bit here. I'm just going to go ahead and turn just a shade, just a couple of degrees. There we go. We're going to have to slow down just a little bit just to keep from overheating. That's the one disadvantage to this huge engine that we've got here. It's a great engine, but it's the most powerful one in the base game. But it doesn't really have the oomph. Well, it has the oomph. What it doesn't have is the heating capabilities. So, this has a tiny amount more weight on this than the last design. So, I'm hoping that I get up into space here, because it's always a trade-off between how far you can go versus how much weight you're carrying. So, if you're carrying too much weight, same power will sort of hurt you in that direction. So. If you add more weight, even with more fuel, doesn't necessarily mean you're going to get a lot further. So we're getting close to 10,000. That's when I want to start to turn over a little bit more. I'm going to have some fuel left when that happens. All right, here we go. Getting ready to turn over a little bit more. Very stable in this stage. I think the next stage is when things start to go kerflooey as far as the stability goes. But we're going to hold on to our britches. They can't even think about replacing me with Jeb because he's orbiting the Mun right now. All right, we're about to run out of fuel here. We're ready? Let's go. All right, we're spinning, we're spinning, we're spinning. We're still spinning. All right, let's slow it down here. All right. Gonna try to get this into shape. Yeah, we're not going the right way. Let's keep turning over here, guys. Keep turning over. All right. Let's see how we're doing on our orbit. That's doing okay. Let's get this guy up just so we have it. I've got plenty of fuel to get me further. Maybe I can bump my throttle a little bit. How's that doing? 50,000. Let's turn over a little bit more. Try to stay on that 90-degree mark as much as I can. Yep, we're doing real good here. We're about to break atmosphere as far as our apoapsis goes. Turn over a little bit more. I would like to be going basically horizontal when I let go of this fuel tank. That's still going. We're still in good shape. I don't really care how high I get in this orbit, honestly. Let's just set it as close to horizontal as we can manage here. I'm going to get close to orbit. That's usually what I do in this craft before I run out of fuel. All right, I'm out of fuel. Not quite in orbit. That's okay. Let's, oh, I'm totally dark now. Well, let's drop that. That's another thing that, you'll notice they really played around with the lighting a little bit, so I might just have to turn on my lights here so I can see what the heck's going on. Yes, in this, I will need to use my RCS to, get into shape here. Ooh, hold on there, buddy. Hold on. Alright. Okay, this craft's a little bit wobbly, but not too bad. Let us, I'm gonna maneuver right there, just to get into an orbit here. 106,000. Let's push out a little bit further. I don't want to go too nuts here. That's 439 meters per second. That shouldn't be too bad. Because where are we at here? We're at 250. All right, I don't need to circularize. I just need it to be in good shape here. So, let's get this here. All right. Whoops, the ship is throttled up. Cut the throttle, hit the space bar to get into the next stage. There we go. Now, my estimated burn is still 9 hours. That's not accurate, but we'll be okay. Let's go ahead and wait until we get up to our expected location. Let's look at our targets here real quick while we're waiting. We got about 5 minutes to kill here. I've got Eve, which is on a somewhat similar rotation. Not perfect, but somewhat similar. And I've got Moho, which is closer. I'm going to aim for Eve. So, Eve, you're my target now. I have no idea how to get to you. In fact, it might not even be possible, to be totally honest. I'm totally guessing at how to get to Eve. It's totally possible I'm doing it all wrong, but we're going to give it a shot. So, see, if I set my target to Duna, let's see here. How does it do there? Oh, maybe because I'm not in orbit. Well, let's worry about that here in a second. Let's go ahead and reset the target to Eve. And let's speed up just a little. All right. I'm going to throttle up just a little bit. It's telling me I got about 1 minute and 42 seconds to go there. So let's go ahead and prepare for that. See, about 58 seconds. Let's go for it. Turn off my RCS because I don't need it. Okay, fuel, I'm totally fine on fuel, I think. I'm not real worried about running out of fuel. In fact, I could have brought a much smaller craft up here, I think. But I think it'll be okay. We'll get into orbit here real quick. Boom, done. Oops, no, hey, go away. Sorry about that. Come on, go away. Why won't this go away? Go away, maneuver! Okay, I don't know what's going on with this maneuver. It's freaking out. Did they change how you get rid of maneuvers? Okay, there it goes. I don't know what the heck was going on there. My target is Moho, and I don't know how to get there. But, yeah, that will be interesting. And my batteries are okay for now, but we'll have to keep an eye on that. So, yeah, off to Moho. Or, sorry, Eve. Eve, we're going to Eve. Right. All right, guys, had to take a little break there. Sorry for the delay. Well, you guys didn't experience a delay. You just saw the screen jump a little bit. I'm going to extend my panels here so I don't run out of battery life while I'm running the lights here. So, yeah, so let's get back out to the map here. I'm trying to get to Eve, and I do not know how to do this. But what I think I'm going to do is I need to break free. I know for sure I've got to break out of Kerberos orbit. I've got to do that. So what I think I'm going to do is I'm going to burn maybe at the Mun to kind of break out of here. Let's try to aim for like maybe right there-ish. There we go. Okay, so then that will get me out into... that will break me out of Kerbal orbit. after a couple of days, but I guess that's what we'll have to do. Yeah, we definitely don't want that. That's 3 days. All right. 2 days, 2 hours, 26 minutes. That's what we're gonna do. We're gonna get out of there. And again, I'm not guaranteeing that this is gonna be a success, guys. I'm doing live commentary here, so I will be just as surprised as you if this succeeds or fails. This ship might just float out in space forever. We don't know. I'm pretty confident I can get out into the out of Kerbal orbit here. I do not have any idea if I can actually get to Eve. But I guess, you know what I could do? I guess I could maybe... Can I even, like, test and see? Oh, there we go. Okay. Yeah, so that's 2,100. Yeah, we definitely don't need that much. Okay. Okay, so... Okay. That's a pretty big orbit. That will escape. Again, 3 days. Probably longer than I want to take my... than I want my escape to take. Okay, so if I... Yeah, so it's probably going to use less fuel if I actually use the Mun here to slingshot me out. So that's what we're going to try. We're going to give that a shot. Okay, so let's zoom out a little, zoom forward in time here a little bit. I don't know if I have enough fuel to do this. I'm sure I have enough fuel to get out of orbit here. Do I have enough fuel to actually get in touch with Eve? I doubt it. I doubt it. I added a little bit more fuel before I started here, but I guess we'll see. Let's turn off the RCS here. We don't need that. All right, burn for everything you're worth there, Kerbal 3. Let's see. Not a very powerful engine on here. That's good and bad. It's good because it's not going to use up a lot of fuel all at once, but it's bad because it will sort of move kind of slowly. But we're going to start to see this move a lot faster here as I get further away from Kerbal here. I do want this to be accurate. I don't want to just blow out into space here. Okay, did I get it? I didn't quite get it. Close enough. Well. Okay, that's close enough. So now I can see where my orbit's going to be. Not great, but I think I can work with this. I can work with this. So let's go ahead and we can just time warp here as fast as we want. We're gonna get caught up in the Mun's gravity here, and we're gonna do a little crazy loop-de-loop here. Now this curvy bit I think is new. I don't think it used to show you your exact trajectory around the Mun right here. I think it used to sort of show you an approximation of your strategy there. There we go. Get rid of that guy. Okay, so Kerbal Explorers, we're now slingshotting around the Mun here, and we are going much, much faster. So, boom. All right. So, our target is still... Okay, so we do have to get into... Okay, so to connect with any one particular thing, we do have to get into a, well, 1.9 is maybe not, I guess, though we are in sort of a weird orbit. Let me see how much fuel that's going to take. You want to kind of get your nodes in position here. This is going to take a lot of fuel. I don't think I'm going to do it. I'll tell you what, I'll get down to 1 degree. I'll get down to 1 degree. That won't take a ton of fuel. And that should be enough. Because I'm not quite down to half fuel, but I'm pretty close. Also, it's going to take me 40 days to get there, so that's okay. I don't mind that. You have to basically go up to 10,000 before you even see anything moving in even a little bit here. So we're at maximum warp here 100,000 times. Now, I mean, I'm saying this like this is some kind of software program and I'm using some kind of thing here and this isn't real. This is totally real, guys. I cannot stress this enough. This is all totally real. It's all, you know, this is normal stuff that's happening. And, you know, Jeb is a real Kerbonaut, and he's on the Mun right now. He's orbiting the Mun. I'm in competition with him because he has the favor of Kerbal Command, and I don't. Woo. Okay. Okay, so this is only a 4-second burn, so that's actually good. In fact, you know what? I'm going to go ahead and... Let's go ahead and make this, since it's such a short burn. Oh, that's not what I wanted. All right, sorry. I got to get rid of you then, dude. All right. Oops, I think that's the wrong way. Negative 1.1, negative 0.5, negative 0.4, negative 0.3, negative 0.1, whoops, 0.0, perfect. Oops, I missed the ascending node. Ah, no I didn't. Okay. So, let's get into position here. I might have enough fuel for this because I don't know how much... The real concern is getting into that orbit because I'm going to have to slow way down. Look at my orbital speed right now, 9,772. I'm going to have to slow way down to get into position for an actual orbit of Eve, which is probably what's going to kill me off here. It's probably what's going to keep me from making it. 100 times speed, still not fast enough. 1,000 is pretty fast. Okay, still 4 minutes away. Yeah, that's the problem with these sort of far out things. It takes a while to get into position for these burns. I've never done this far out burn with maneuver node before. I've only done it. I've practiced going to Duna a couple of times in previous versions of you know, this simulation. I mean, it's totally real. Again, I'm on Kerbin right now. That's not a conceit. That's reality. That's what's happening right now. But you know, I have gotten to Duna in previous versions of what we're doing here, but. Oh, my burn was a little bit longer than I expected. We might be off a little bit. And it is using way more fuel than I wanted it to. Ooh, this is going to be tough. Oh, I heard something sounded like something just exploded. Did something explode? It doesn't look like anything exploded. I think we're okay. All right, so I've got about a half a tank of fuel right now. Yeah, so this might end up just being like an orbital, a deep space station here, but we'll see, hopefully. Okay, so. Let's see, how can we best get to Eve? I'll tell you what, let me just sort of play around with my maneuver nodes here and see if I can actually, I need to do it basically in one pass. If I don't do it in one pass, then, you know, this just isn't going to work. Oh, something happened right there. Oh, I think I got it. Right there. Okay. So I've got to go all the way around. It's 100 days to get there, but I don't really have the fuel to mess around here. I've got to have as much fuel as possible to actually get into that Eve orbit. So I don't mind waiting 100 days. That's not going to bother me at all, because I can just zoom through it. I mean, I will physically literally have to wait 100 days. Let me see if I can get a little bit better here. So, because yeah, right around here, it's matched up. And ideally, our periapsis would be pretty close. Even if I only get into a very high orbit, I'll take that. I'm okay with that, actually, because... Let's see, that's 53 million. What if I, like, pulled it in a little bit? That's 78 million. That's actually worse. That's 6 million. That's 806. I could get to that position, but I would not. I don't think I'd have enough fuel to sort of make that happen, because I've got to get 806 meters per second here. My last burn was about 200, 400, somewhere in there, and that was a lot. That was a lot. But you know what? I'm gonna try it, because why not? Let's see here. That's, do I have an Eve? I don't see an Eve periapsis there. There's an Eve periapsis of 5 million. Let me see, is there anything, like, right in front of me here that I could use it? My separation would be 19 million there. No, I lose it there. This is the exciting life of playing with the maneuver nodes, guys. To plot out your courses. That's why this game that's why it takes me so long to post videos, because I want to do well for everybody. I want to do it so people will be like, oh yeah, he's good. He knows what he's doing. But if I don't do it well, if I don't actually spend the time doing this stuff, you guys will be like, wow, does he suck? He's really, really, really bad at this. And I don't want to do that. Let's see here. That's 14 million. That's 777. Yeah, you know what? I'm going to go with... See, that's 21 million. That's 25 million. Had a pretty good one. That's 13. Oops. That's 11 million miles. That's closer than, let's see, that's... Yeah, I can't really tell here. Yeah, all right, I'm going to go with that. Let's zoom forward in time here a bit. You know what? Let's slow this down here, and let's get into position here so we're not messing about. Okay. So I'm not going to retry this mission if I fail it. I'm just going to try to run through this and see if I can get... let's turn off the RCS. I don't want to waste that. I'm going to try this once, and if it doesn't work, then we'll come back to the drawing board and maybe try it again at a future date. I know you guys want to see me sort of try to land on the Mun. I know I'm capable of that. I've done that before. What I've never done is go to Eve or Moho. for that matter. So that's what I'm trying to do now. And I literally cannot go any faster. We can sort of look at the solar system here. There's a planet out there, Elu. I know that was sort of a big thing among a lot of the YouTube LPers for Kerbal. I'm not at that level. I'm not at that point where I can just be like, oh yeah, let's live stream for 3 hours and try to get to Elo. I'm not that guy yet. Maybe that's something I'll do when I get like 100 subscribers. Maybe I'll give that a shot. But I want to make sure people are actually watching before I try to do something that will probably take me most of a day, because I've never tried to do anything like that before. Okay, so we're coming up. We're only 19 days away. This mission is now almost 140 days old. The other trick here is that while this is happening, Jeb is just kind of rotting up there on that Mun space station. Which, you know what, we've had our differences, but I don't really want the guy to have that issue. I lost my encounter there. Let's make sure we have that encounter. Okay. You know what? I don't want to win that way necessarily. I mean, if he didn't come back, would I be sad? Yes, no, but we want to make sure that fair's fair. Okay. We got to burn for 47 seconds. I don't know how much fuel that will leave me with. Will it leave me enough to actually get into some kind of orbit of Eve? I think the answer to that question is no, but we're going to give it a shot here because we are Kerbonauts, we are travelers among the stars, and the worst that could happen is we have a little, satellite out in the distance that cannot be used, which, whatever, worse things have happened. So we're getting close to our node here. Again, this maneuver system has totally changed the way I played the game. Before this, I was just kind of guessing at everything, and when I got an encounter with something, I would jump out of my chair. I was so excited because I just couldn't believe that had actually happened. But yeah, now I'm a little more relaxed about it because I feel like, you know what, I can figure it out. I know how to get into that position. So I'm going to start burning at about maybe 30 seconds or so here to give myself plenty of time to... I don't want to be on the node when that starts. So let's see what happens. Okay. We are burning retrograde. Things are moving. I really hope I have that 40 seconds of fuel here, because it's going to be bad if I don't. Again, if nothing else, we'll have this sort of far Kerbin object that we can work with. I'm going to have enough fuel to get into this node, I think, but will I have enough to actually do anything about it? I don't know. Let's slow down here, because it's going to happen here quick. There it goes. All right. Did I miss it? No, I've got it. It's right there. 767 meters? Are you crazy? What? Whoa. Guys, I am impressed with myself. That is amazing. Because I was looking at this at like 11 million meters and thinking, you know what? We're going to do okay. Now I've got 767 meters. That's awesome. Now, I'm not going to have enough fuel I don't think, to circularize my orbit, but I think I will have enough to get myself into a real orbit. Maybe just barely enough. But let's see what happens. This is our target right here. This is Eve. We are going to have a chance at it. So we're going to have basically, we're going to hit it at about 24 days and exit about 23 days or so. So we're going to have about a day to catch up to get into position with Eve. And I'll use up all my RCS if I have to if that will help get me into position here. So, all right, so here we go. We're getting close. I want all of my time to manage this because this is going to be close. But I think I have about 30 seconds of fuel here, maybe. I hope I have that much. But we're going to get captured by its gravity here very shortly. Ooh, it's got a moon as well. Boom. We are in its gravity. Okay. So, I think I can do this, guys. I think I can do this. So if I slow down, I only have to do 111. Oh, this has like no gravity. Oh, this is awesome. I think I can do that, guys. 500's probably pushing it, but I think I can do that, guys. Let me just shoot for the moon here and get as close to it as I possibly can. Yeah, because that periapsis is about as perfect as I could have expected there. So if I can get that down, yeah, to about right there, I would be thrilled. I don't have that much fuel. There's no way. But if this has low enough gravity, I might actually be able to use my RCS to circularize that orbit like I could on Minmus. I've never been here before, so I don't really know if that's possible. But I'm really excited. I know for sure I can get into an orbit around this thing. I don't know how good an orbit it'll be, but yeah. So let me get this lined up. Yeah, not quite right. All right. Let's speed up a little bit, not a lot. Let's see, I'm still about a day away from my periapsis, so yeah. And then we've got a moon here, a Gilly. Okay. Yeah, like I've never seen Eve up close. This will be fascinating. Even if I can just get into an orbit like this big, where I'm way the hell out here, because right now I'm at 65 million meters. Even if it's that far away, I can still... Whoops. Slow down. Whoa, I hit the wrong button, and I almost zoomed past my my orbital point there. That would have been really bad. Okay, so... Okay, so we're about 17 minutes away. To do this, we have to burn for 43 seconds. I don't have 43 seconds of fuel. I'm certain of that. But yeah, there is Eve, guys, and we're gonna look right at it as we're doing this. Let's just slow things down. Get a good look at Eve, guys. It'll be rare that we're this close to it all the time, I think, because I'm not going to be able to get as much fuel as I want out of this. But I'll tell you what. Let me try. See, I'm going retrograde right now. Let me see here. That might work. It would take forever, but it could work. That really could work, guys. But I still have some liquid fuel left. There's also some discussion in the developers forum that you could actually create a system here to what do you call it? Mine minerals from the surface. There have been some mods that did that, and they were pretty interesting. I never really played with them, but I watched other people mess around with them. But what you could do is you could sort of like set up a mining operation, so you could mine fuel. So it's almost like a Minecraft sort of thing where you actually you're actually going through and setting things up with like different minerals, and like you get this mineral and you can turn it into that mineral, you can turn it into this mineral, and so on and so forth. But eventually you can sort of create fuel. And that would be great for something like this. I could sort of plop down like a mining facility and get fuel and then bring it back up and have a whole little like ecosystem all over the place. So big props to the developers of the game. They've definitely done a lot of very cool things with this. Let's see. I wish I could burn at my apoapsis instead of my periapsis, but that just ain't going to happen because now I have to burn off more speed to kind of get everything going here. Again, we're going to burn about 30 seconds here. This is it's going to take a lot to get down to here, but it's possible. It's possible because the gravity here is so much lower. It might be easier to kind of get into shape. That's kind of how it is on Minmus. It's very easy to use. You don't have to use a lot of fuel when you're around Minmus because it doesn't have a lot of gravity. This sort of seems similar, but I don't know. All right, let's go for it, guys. Yeah, we're... All right, we are in orbit, guys. I think I'm just going to end up burning off all this fuel. I'm not going to get to our stated goal. All right. I am going to use my RCS here for a little bit. You know what? I honestly might have 6 minutes of RCS, to be totally honest with you guys. That's telling me I need 6 minutes of RCS. What's my apoapsis right now? 2 million. So that's not bad. That's not bad. I would be very happy with that in most other cases. But this is going to take some time here to actually get this done. I think I can actually do it with the amount of fuel that I have. It's just going to take a little bit of time. So, but we did it, guys. We got to Eve with literally no planning other than, hey, I think I want to go to Eve today. So that's great. So thank you guys for watching. And now we have this kind of like mobile space station up on Eve. It doesn't do anything right now, but it has some docks. It doesn't have a crew quarters or anything like that. But, we could look at Eve whenever we want. And that's pretty cool, I think. So, yeah. You know what? I will maybe do this later, because this mission's been going for almost 200 days. But yeah, this is totally working. I can totally get down to where I want to go with just RCS on this particular planet. So I can circularize my orbit the way I want it to. It's just going to take a little bit of time. So I'm going to hold on to this button for a few seconds here. I guess another 5 minutes. And then we'll come back and I will we'll show you the results. So we'll be back in just a second. All right, guys. I think we got pretty close here. We got to 1 million miles on one side, 786,000 on the other. About 131 modern propellant left. We don't really need it though to maneuver around that much, but we did it. We are orbiting Eve. I'm going to speed up time a little bit so we kind of see the whole of the planet here. See the Eve rise, sun rise over the Eve, I guess. And this was fun. This was successful. I'm glad we went through this. I now know how to get to Eve. I know approximately how much fuel I need and what I need to do to get here. And if I ever want to land on it, I have a better idea of how to get here. So I'm glad we did this. Thank you guys for watching. Let's do one quick thing here before we finish up. Let's go check on Jeb. We made him sit up there for basically... because the amount of time he's spent up there is now also 187 days. Let's just knock on this door here real quick and make sure he's still around. Because I know it would be terrible if we lost Jeb. I mean, how could we ever survive? Okay, he's still there. Yeah, so this guy is still here. He's still got a good amount of fuel left. I think he could actually get home if we transferred some fuel into the main tank here. But yeah. So that's it, guys. Let's go back and look at, finish off by looking at the Kerbal 3 Explorer. And our look at Eve. There it is right there. So there you have it, guys. We got to Eve. Thank you guys for watching. Like and subscribe, and I'll try to get Kerbal videos up more consistently. But these do take a lot of effort to get put together. Way more effort than any other game I play. So I hope you are enjoying them. Hope you appreciate it, and we'll see you next time.